Today I'm going to be watching more from Australian comedian Jim Jeffries. I've watched a couple of his videos before. He's obviously a very funny guy. He makes great points. That's what I like about his comedy. He actually makes some very good salient points that you want to think more about. Can't wait to see what he's got to say about this subject. This is Donald Trump. Now, this video was actually released in 2016, so 8 years ago. And we still have Donald Trump going for power in America. Like, things don't really change. I want to see if this is still relevant for today. Tell me what you think about this one.
And then you got Donald Trump. Now, every time I've recorded a special, the other specials I've recorded in America have been in New York, San Francisco, and Boston.
Oh, this is in
And
America?
everyone's called me a fucking pussy with my liberal agenda. I'm in fucking Nashville right now. And if you want to shoot me, now's the perfect time. There's 8 cameras on me.
I wouldn't say that in America, man. That could be something that happens.
I think we're good. Isn't it sad that the country's gotten to the stage that when you buy theatre tickets, you go, oh, get ones on the aisle so we can run. Everyone wanted to get in the middle. We're like, no, you're sitting ducks in the middle. You'll... So anyway,
it's
Donald
funny
Trump.
because it's
now,
true.
Don't get me wrong. He's a lot of fun. There's a little bit of me. There's a little bit of me that when that thinks, fuck it, let's do it.
And it did happen as well.
Let's do it and see how fucking crazy shit can get.
I mean, this is obviously before Trump got in power the first time, so I think the sentiment before he actually got in power, like, no one believed he could. Everybody was like, it was like, this is a bit of a joke. Who could have thought he would have become president? Not only that, lose it after that and be up for it again. America's in a funny way, man. Tell me what you think about Trump. Tell me what you think about politics in America.
Because what happens is he says really simple shit that means nothing, and then fucking dummies, right? If you've ever said this sentence, I like him because he's a straight talker, you're as dumb as shit.
Not pulling any punches there.
Just because someone says something simple that you understand doesn't mean they're a straight talker. You can say complex thing and be telling the truth. But like, because he goes, I'm gonna make America great again. And you're like, I got every word in that sentence.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm gonna build a wall. I have a wall at home.
I know I don't want to get too serious or anything because we're trying to enjoy the comedy, but what do you think about that when you see the immigration issue in the US at the moment? I definitely have no political affiliation with any of the parties in the US, Democrats or Republican. I just find it just insane, honestly. But you see, like, now with like hundreds of thousands, millions of people going across the border quite easily, was Trump right to build a wall? Was he not? I don't know, man. It just seems so messed up on both sides in the US for me.
You're a straight talker. And then he just says shit that it won't happen. Gotta build a wall, Mexico's gonna pay for it. Well, I haven't heard a Mexican yet go, oh yeah, we got this. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? That's just saying shit. He's like a kid running for class president who's just walking around going, and we're going to have 2 lunches. And there's going to be a soda machine in every classroom. Nashville football rolls. But here's where it doesn't get fun. And that's all. It's good fun. But here's where it's not fun, right? What he does is he preys on fear. As soon as at the beginning it was, Mexicans, they're coming over and they're raping. And there was a terrorist attack and he went, oh, fuck, I'll go after the Muslims. We should kill the families of Muslims, which, by the way, you're not allowed to do. And then he started saying, after the Paris attacks, we should put every Muslim on a register, and we shouldn't let any more refugees come in from Syria. And the Muslims that live here on a register, that means ISIS win. As soon as he says that, ISIS have fucking won. Right? Because their plan to shoot people in Paris, that's not their end plan. They didn't kill 128 people and go, well, that's that done. You know what I mean? It's a recruitment tool. And the recruitment tool can only work if hate is bred. Right, so what he does is he says, we're going to ban them, we're not going to let any more in the country, and the ones here have to be on a register. Now, you're a 16-year-old boy or girl that's a Muslim living in this country. You've lived your entire life in this country. You've always considered yourself American. And then all of a sudden, someone who could be your president says, you are not welcome here, and that you should be put on a register. Now, that kid, how fucking quickly do you think that kid could be radicalized now? Before, it wasn't going to be radicalized at all.
Don't really see many comedians talk about this, but it's actually...
So what he's trying to do is, he's trying to defeat hate with hate. And hate doesn't beat hate. It's never fucking beaten hate. It just makes more hate. Now, this might be the most hippie thing that ever comes out of my mouth. But it's true. The only thing that can beat hate is love. Now, love doesn't always beat hate. Okay? It doesn't always beat hate, but it does do something, right? Now, think about your own personal life. Think about a person who hates you and you hate them. From now on, just show that person nothing but love. Now, I'm not saying for a second that that person will start loving you. They'll probably still fucking hate you. But one thing will happen. Eventually, everyone will see them as the asshole. Don't be the asshole, America. Don't be the asshole.
Interesting again, like as I said, he like really makes you think when he does his comedy bits. He's always talking about interesting subjects. You could say controversial, sensitive subjects, maybe more apt. But he does it in this like very funny way. And yeah, definitely makes you think. Like again, like I really take no real interest in US politics unless it's comedians mocking it. I just find the two sides too extreme and too ingrained in their side and unable to like open their mind and think about all possibilities rather than their own side's viewpoints. So it's good to see Jim Jefferies talk about obviously the right and Donald Trump and yeah, make very good points. Dealing with those types of people is obviously a very complex thing. I don't think there's always the right answer, the wrong answer, but mocking Trump's ways, fine by me. So tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you think this is still relevant, if you think this is dated since then, if you think the world's changed in America since then. But recommend more from Jim. Tell me what you think about this one. Thanks.